Hello and welcome to Tarot Insights. If you say, what is that background? I am with my family and that's why I'm running behind and that's why I have very little voice left. We had Dave's service on Saturday and it was wonderful. And anyway, I'm at a beach house in Sandbridge and I lost track of time. So my tarot cards are not in the room and I wanted to get to you right away, but I have my charms and I know some of you may not remember, but I haven't done a charm reading for you guys in ages. So I'm going to do a charm reading for the week ahead instead of a tarot reading. So it's charm insight tonight. So we are just going to spread these around a little bit and we will see what we have. Okay, so for Monday, we have the bat and we have the cowboy hat. And the cowboy hat kind of leads to Tuesday. So what we have, to me, a bat, it's not a bat like a baseball bat, it's an animal bat. And they connect by radar. They have terrible eyesight, bats do. And they are night creatures, but they catch their prey and they make sure they don't bump into trees by radar. It's basically radar. And so they put their signal out and they wait to see what comes back, and then they know how to maneuver. And so on Monday, one of the things that I would say to you is you may not be able to see things really clearly, but if you kind of put your feelers out about maybe what you're thinking or you're planning or whatever, just kind of put those feelers out and then see what feedback you get, you'll probably be able to maneuver forward fine, just fine. Now we also have this cowboy hat, but it's upside down, and a hat upside down, it's not going to, it's still going to cover you, but it's not going to do much good, it's creating a kind of a little cup. And so, the hat covers our crown chakra. And so my feeling is that especially Monday leading over to Tuesday, because this one's kind of on the verge of the Monday and Tuesday. I'll show you a picture when I'm all done. But Monday and Tuesday, well, if I can do that, I'm not sure if I can do that. But anyway, Monday and Tuesday, there's kind of this cowboy hat that's upside down. And my feeling is, especially Monday night into Tuesday, just be aware, because your crown chakra, and that's how you connect with your great, your guides and your guidance, it may be a little askew. And so maybe that's why the bat is having us send out feelers and see what feedback we get, more than strictly using our intuition. Now, Tuesday, we have a paintbrush and we have a baby pin, but the baby pin, the safety pin, is on the cusp of Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll talk about that. So Tuesday, we're looking at painting, and painting covers something up, doesn't it? And it changes the vibe. And so what I would say to you is that you have the paintbrush you need to change the vibe on Tuesday, or to cover up something that may have been maybe a little dated, or, there may be something about you that you're saying, I need to just give myself a fresh look or a fresh coat of paint, so to speak. But also watch out Tuesday for a cover up. You may find that there's somebody trying to cover something up. Now, the safety pin is in between Tuesday and Wednesday. It's more on Wednesday, but it's in between Tuesday and Wednesday. And so just pay attention. Make sure that you're doing things that are safe and that you're not leaving that safety pin open. You're just being a little bit safer, especially Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, we have a microscope, and then the tower in Paris, the Eiffel Tower, is also on Wednesday, but kind of Wednesday to Thursday. And so on Wednesday, really look at things very finely. Don't be afraid to grab the microscope. You need to look closely. So if you have contracts, if you have any contracts or making any deals on Wednesday, look at it like with your microscope. Make sure you are really looking closely. But there's also the Eiffel Tower, which is romance. Be careful of romanticizing a situation, especially Wednesday night. Now, Thursday, it is a full-on circus, right? Thursday, we have a circus. And it's a little bit on to Friday, but most of it's Thursday. So Thursday, you know what? It just may be a circus out there. And so what do we do with a circus? We just find the clowns and we laugh with them. Not at them necessarily, but we laugh with them. And so on Thursday, when things are just almost comical, just find your sense of humor and laugh. Now, Friday, there isn't anything on Friday, but in between Friday and Saturday, kind of on the outer realm, is a book. And so Friday's just kind of an odd day, but look to see what's been written. Look to see maybe you do some journaling on Friday, especially Friday night. But Friday, there's not a lot of energy. So what does that mean? It's kind of like moon void, of course, in astrology. Not a lot may happen on Friday, and you may find things you try to get going just don't get going. Now, Saturday, what the heck is that? Oh, Saturday is pie. Saturday is a pie and a fork. But it was upside down. And so you may find that Friday there is some dessert for you. There are some good things, but things may be a little upside down at first. I mean, Saturday. I'm sorry. We're on Saturday. So Saturday, you can have a piece of the pie, but one of the things you want to make sure is, do you want a piece of the pie that's being offered? Because it was upside down. And so, it might be a little bit messy. On Sunday, we have a bird cage that leads to Monday. So Sunday, watch out for situations that may constrain you or limit you, like being a bird in a bird cage. Watch out for that. Now, opportunities and gifts are a fox. And so, don't get fooled, but also maybe somebody foxy is going to come into your life. But I think this sometimes can be a deception, but it's under opportunities and gifts. And so sometimes, like, I have someone that I know that might be dealing some real estate deals, because it's an opportunity. And so you may find, if you find out somebody isn't quite above board, it may lead to a better opportunity later. So don't be afraid if somebody's being a little sly and you have to it may not be a business deal, but somebody's being a little sly. Don't be too judgy. Just know that's not for you. Like, we're not saying to go with the deception, but it's not for you, but it may lead to other opportunities and gifts. Like I'm thinking in a business deal, if somebody's sly and they leave a deposit, maybe because they cheated, you get to keep the deposit, something like that. Now, all the way that fell totally off the key is, oh my gosh. So, I'm with my family right now. So this one charm fell off of the board. I see if I can read it without crying. I can't read it without crying. It's a charm that says, a family's love is forever. A family is a circle of love. And that's the charm that showed up off the board. And one of the things, with family, we may not always get along. We may annoy the living crap out of each other. But a family is love. And if you can't find that in your biological family, that doesn't mean you don't have a family of love. There is a family of love for you somewhere. And as my little sister says, thrive where you're planted, grow where you're planted. And so, yes, maybe you have a wonderful family like mine. But on the other hand, if not, there's a family out there for you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little extra. Let me see if I can show you let's see, this one was over here. So this is what I was doing, and see how we have the foxes and opportunity and gifts, and some of these went on the edge. But this is the charm mat that's made by a woman named Juno. And I can put you in touch, but I'm not sure if she's making them anymore, but I can put you in touch if you're interested, because she would know. And this is the family charm that was just kind of off to the side. So that's the charm reading with the upside. Now this pie was upside down. That's why I couldn't. It looked like a piece of pizza with a slice out of it. But anyway, so listen, I will see you next Sunday. And sorry I'm a little late tonight. I hope you enjoyed the charm reading. All right. Bye-bye.